Hey, this is Brendon Smalls from Galaktikon, and you're watching Loudwire.
This story is also playing out across a comic.
Yeah.
And what's it like trying to tell a story in panels and develop characters and their identity in a comic versus the TV show, where you have a ton of dialogue to work with to be able to develop that?
It's different. It's very different. First of all, this is not the comic book. This comic book, obviously this is a record, and that's a comic book. But what I meant to say is that this is the story of the first album. Yeah. So this is the story of the first album, which is an intergalactic divorce story.
Yep.
Believe it or not.
It's a fun one.
And it's really fun. Yeah. And it's a comedy ultimately, and it's you're going to see it really plays out. It really kind of evolves over the 6 issues, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. And the truth is, yeah, it's very different going from panel to panel, because what we would do in Metalocalypse, or if I was writing a script, is we would write the script, we would record the script, and then we would kind of let what happens kind of, it would start turning organic. We would start kind of going through panels and looking at some and going like, you know what, I don't want that shot. I want the camera on the listener, not the speaker. I want the person that's being affected by the words. I want the camera on that person. And I want this other thing. And then, so it doesn't work. You have to have all that stuff kind of pre-thought out. And the more I write these, I'm learning how to write comic books better. Now I'm on right now I just finished the 3rd issue of this, because we have the 2nd one drawn and the 3rd one's going to come out after that. But by the 3rd one I started understanding. I was like, okay, we need to land this. I need this shot to be this shot. I got to describe it completely. And I got to make sure, luckily, no matter what, I've got a great team of artists. Steve Mannion's an amazing artist. Eric Powell, of course, is part of the team. He's an amazing, from The Goon. Anyway, he's great. So I'm learning a lot. It's a complete, the other thing that happens, sometimes you have to have like panel, and the reveal is on the next page. You have to like show. So
you have to sequence your panels,
exactly.
Make sure you have enough going on to get to that last bit.
Or have a big one, a small one, a big one, and then make sure you have the panel that you need to have the reveal on. So the last page of this thing has a reveal that we sneak out of the way until we want you to see it. So it's different, but you're thinking in storyboards and you're thinking as a director. So I do that, but we have all this organic, like we could try this, we could try that. We have a team of people drawing boards and stuff on Metalocalypse, but anyway, I've had a lot of coffee. I'm just talking and talking. Ask me a different question.
All right. Well, you played St. Vitus last night.
Yeah.
And we were talking a little bit about that before.
Yeah.
Now, Galaktikon don't appear live too often. So
no.
Are there plans to do a tour now?
That's
is
a big
Gene
question.
Hoglan just
The whole idea is if I'm going to do this, I've already put a lot of thought into production, how I want it to look, how I want it to feel. I want to be able to do something on par with what I did with the live Death Clock shows, because I thought that was basically the Death Clock shows. My concept was I want this to feel like Disneyland for heavy metal people. I want it to feel like
it's immersive.
Exactly. It's almost like when you go to Universal Studios and the character comes up and goes, "Welcome to my secret science," like some kind of a weird thing, and then you're immersed in the world completely. I want the same feel. Now, I don't have a network's resources, so I'd have to find a way to get all that money to do what I want to do. So if I can do that, then I'm definitely going to do a live tour. So that's what I'm up against. I'm also in pre-production on a music video where we're building out all the characters, robots and spaceships, all practical. So I have my brother, again, who works in makeup effects, who's worked on Hellboy, who's worked on all, he's a model maker.
This isn't just going to be CGI.
This is not going to be CGI. This is going to be real actors in suits and robots and, again, spaceships. It's all influenced by like old 1970s Roger Corman, Dino De Laurentiis, Flash Gordon, those kinds of things. So that's the visual idea of the video. So building the world out has been so much fun and exciting, and it's so different than working in animation because it's all just sitting in front of you. It's really cool.
You're a brilliant man, Brendon.
You're nice. Thanks.
Thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Galaktikon 2, Become the Storm, out August 25th. Pick it up. Try to figure out what it means.
Try to figure it out.
And then, I guess, I don't know, tweet at you what they think the story is.
Tweet at me what you think the story is. Yeah. And I still won't say anything.